Hello and welcome to the Atlantic DeFi podcast. My name is Fidel, and today we're going to talk why Web3 is almost dead. Now, if you know what Web3 is, it was supposed to be the new version of Web 2.0. Web 2.0 was dominated by social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and now TikTok and Snapchat, where there were centralized platforms that you basically had your information in every individual platform, and it could not be transferred, could not be monetized. You didn't own the data. Now, Web3 was supposed to change that. It was supposed to do a decentralized way for you to own your data, for you to tokenize your data, and your data be transferred via the blockchain. But what this did not happen, or even if it's still happening, the best example that we could do is NFTs. NFTs were supposed to be the beginning of Web3, which were like digital collective cards, digital art that instead of being a JPEG, you actually had the original one, and via the blockchain, you can confirm that. But what happened? Why did not transform into anything else? The main reason is because of scams, shillers, and people that were talking but were not really developing anything. And we got a lot of that. Instead of getting people that were actually trying to solve this problem. And we are not saying that Web3 is dead completely, but we are saying that investors are not interested in Web3. And the reason why is because if there is a Web3, they are decentralized platforms like Mastodon and Blue Sky, which you don't own anything, you can't monetize them that easily. It is hard to monetize that. It is hard to get data. It is hard to get traction. If you look at Web3 applications like Steam, which is a part of like a Reddit, and there are some Web3 videos, they don't have a lot of traction. They just don't have it. And the problem with that is that they're slow and clunky to get with your wallet. There's blogging platforms such as, things that were supposed to be like the next Tumblr, right? But at the end of the day, they were hard to manipulate. They were hard to do, and you didn't get anything out of it. And they weren't easy to do. And the normal person did not want to do that. The normal person just wanted to sign in and blog or watch a video or say something on a platform like Reddit. And again, not poo-pooing on Web3. I think the idea is great, but the problem is that you need a lot of computing power and you need a lot of data. And computing power, as much as we have to know about the cloud and everything, it takes real machines that you need to place storage. And unless we get a lot of computing power, which takes a lot of money, and say, well, let's give this money to anyone and not try to monetize it, it's going to be hard. And the other thing is that there's a lot of fad. Like NFTs were a fad. They still have, I'm a believer that NFTs still have a value. They still are able to do many, many things. But they just haven't got there because there's easier ways to do it. There's better ways to do it. And there's more monetizable ways to do it. So I am not saying that Web3 is dead. I'm saying that I don't see it anytime soon, especially now with the rise of AI. AI has completely tumbled Web3, completely. Anything that we're doing, we're using more AI than we ever used Web3 in the crypto space. We have used more ChatGPT than we have ever used anything else. There's another ChatGPT, which is a blockchain part. We don't use that. We just don't. We don't use any of those Web3 decentralized because they're clunky and they're not user friendly. Nobody thought about design. And the people that actually were promising things, they were just trying to cash in on the token. So that didn't do any favors for it. So having that said, I would be very, very careful if you look at any new Web3 project that actually is going out there and thinking that they're going to revolutionize, because the probability is that they won't. So be careful out there. So if you want to know more about things that we do, go to atlanticdefi.com and subscribe to our newsletter. Peace.